I think we're live. Let's see. I think we're live. Yeah. All right. Dude, I can't even see because freaking YouTube has changed it now to the point where you can't even see. Okay, because there we go. So we are live. So shout out to people coming through. Yes, we're late, but alas, Pablo was supposed to come through 8:30, he said, and nowhere to be found, man. Maybe Venom got to him. Maybe he found the 19-inch statues. And he just was like, dude, I gotta look at it this whole time and not come through the podcast. But appreciate people coming through nonetheless. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day, night, wherever you guys are. He says, WTF is this? Big Cloud. No, Big Cloud is not here. But we're definitely going to be talking about a couple things. Alan Wake, ABK deal, Spider-Man 2 impressions, as well as, I don't know, how people are reacting in general. Mm-hmm. And also some other stuff, some questions and whatnot, but appreciate it.
It's like the PS5 Slim too.
Yeah, the Slim as well. So, but Alish, how are you, man?
Man, I'm doing great, bro. You know, I experienced some greatness on Friday when it arrived in the mail. You know, my Spider-Man 2 basic version, not collector's edition. I don't have that kind of money. I couldn't afford the 19 inches.
19 inches.
19 inches. I couldn't. I just wasn't stacked up for that, man. I just, you know, not good enough. But yeah, so before that I was playing Cyberpunk. I have 35 hours into Cyberpunk. I just been doing. I think I've done almost done all the gigs missions. I just got hooked and I've been playing. Game is pretty good, I would say. It is nice that I never played a game like this before in terms of the Western RPG choice. I know you know, it's not the best in terms of choices, but for me it's still a huge game change versus what I'm used to. So it's pretty cool. It's also cool how a lot of missions you can just tackle them in a lot of very different ways. There's a lot of different entrances, there's a lot of different exits. There's it's really cool. I think there's one part I killed this lady in some in the top of an apartment building. I did completely silent, and then I left by the window. I was oh damn, it's really cool. I didn't think I could do that. So I'm enjoying the game so far. The game looks beautiful too. Even I'm playing high settings. It's still, you know, I get 40 to 60 frames. I put graphics over frame rate in this game, but no, I'm liking it so far. Who are the romance options again? I know Pan Am is one of them.
Pan Am is the only if you're a male V, right? Unless you want to go with Carrie.
Okay.
And they're out. And then as woman, the female V, it's who is it? I'm forgetting her name. It's the girl that's kind of geeky.
Or Judy, right?
Judy.
Yeah.
And then also, I'm trying to think of the other person. It's some police cop or something like that. Cop. So I don't know. But yeah, those are really the love interest. The only thing I wish the expansion did, personally speaking, is they did this with The Witcher. With each of their expansions, they added a new romance option, and they didn't do it with Phantom Liberty, which was kind of sucks, but it is what it
is. So been playing that, and then Spider-Man 2. I'm 50% through. I say I'm still doing the majority of the side missions, I would say. But yeah, game is man, the combat they've definitely made it was addition by subtraction. They took out a lot of the old OP gadgets that made the game so easy, and I'm so happy they did that because the first game, if you just did web bombs with concussion blasts, you could just breeze through most of the game. It was so, and it didn't really feel like Spider-Man. You felt like you were just Iron Spider or some shit. So definitely love that. Playing on the hardest difficulty. And yeah, we'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about Spider-Man later. But yeah, I'm loving Spider-Man 2, and I think next week the Apex season comes out, so I want to beat Spider-Man by the next week because Apex.
I gotcha.
The 19 or 20 comes out, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, but yeah, the Pablo comes through finally. Man says 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it's gonna take 5 minutes. It's almost 9 o'clock, and he's finally here. It's insane, but shout out to Pablo for pulling through.
That's the guest Pablo.
Yes, I mean he's a main member, but he's what do you call, a part-timer now?
Part-time.
Yeah, feel me? I got signed on for a CM Punk deal, baby.
Oh man, you know what happened to CM Punk? Man got fired. Don't even
Oh,
equate
really?
yourself.
Oh, my bad. I'm Roman Reigns. My bad.
Ah, there you go. There you go. But shout out to you, Pablo. So, are you back home yet or no?
Yeah, no, I'm back home.
Okay. The games that I've been playing, honestly, like I said, dude, life has been getting crazy and whatnot. Like, I said this, like, the only game I've been playing really is Spider-Man 2, and I didn't really get to play Spider-Man 2 until like Saturday at like 3 a.m. And Friday I literally had to go to like a wedding, and I'm not gonna go into that. It was fun, but I didn't expect it to go a certain way, and like it was like a 3-hour drive, and I didn't get home till like 1:30 in the morning, and then I had to download the game, and I was just like, bro, this is too much.
Was it preloaded? Oh, sorry, you got the
because I got the collection edition. Therefore, I had to, input the code, redeem it, which is crazy, right? Because like, where is that thing? Like this, right? Dude, I will tell you right now, this collector's the steelbook
so good.
is really good, right?
It looks so good.
Like,
I'm so mad it's only in the collectors.
Put it into like regular editions, like a physical. Like you got to buy the collector's edition just for this.
It's bullshit. It's so bullshit. Like, I think Sony's the only one who does that type of stuff. And even like last gen, Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us 2, you can get the steelbook for like $10 extra more. Like, I don't know why for Spider-Man 2 they decided like now is the time we're gonna not have a steelbook edition. Like, it's bullshit.
Yeah, they were just like, if you want it, get the collector's edition, and then if you want to get a disc, you're gonna have to buy it again to put a disc in it because it comes with a digital code. Like literally inside this, literally came with a digital code.
Is there like a disc slot or no? It's just like a display case, right? There is.
Yeah, see.
What?
Disc
bruh.
Slot, and that's why I came with it. So,
bruh.
I don't know, man.
That's wild.
It's insane. I was like shocked they went that route, but whatever, you know. I was like, I get it. You have a digital console along with your physical, but I truly do believe like either this is the two things you could have done, right? You could have had a collector's edition that there was an option for physical or digital, right? That's what I think they should have done. Or they could have done the whole like Blu-ray 4K thing, and if you get the 4K Blu-ray, you also get a digital code with it along with the physical disc, right? But of course they don't want to do that because people can sell the code, make money, but who cares? You're buying a collector's edition, which is kind of expensive, so I don't get it, but whatever. But yeah, Spider-Man 2 is the game I've been playing, which will definitely go into more of our impressions. But very much been enjoying the game a lot, and maybe some people might get mad for me saying that. I don't know, but shout out to those people. Overall, though, like I said, fun. I'm at like 49% completed. Just got to the black suit, which loving that aspect of the game as well. So, but it's gonna be interesting to see how these stories like take a twist. And like I said, dude, some of these like side activities, not the best, but there are some certain side missions that come with that side activity that's really good. Like there's a payoff, and like I don't want to go into it, but there's certain spider bots that if you do all of it, it'll give you like this interesting cutscene that leads into something else that is very reminiscent towards a certain franchise or IP. Which I'm not going to go into because it's a spoiler in of itself.
Is Ratchet and Clank?
No. Okay. It's Marvel related. There you go.
Oh, okay.
So like, if you see a certain movie, you'll be like, okay, this kind of ties with that because that certain character was supposed to be in that movie, but got cut or something like that. That's what I read up on.
Whoa.
I don't know what you're talking about, so I
want you to see nobody knows what movie I'm talking about, but.
That's good. Keep it that way. I don't want you to spoil me.
Talking about the greatest movie of all time.
Oh man, it's not. It's definitely
Multiverse of Madness, baby.
Oh my gosh, dude, we don't want no Kevin Feige bull. All right, no more propaganda, man. MCU is dead. Bury it. It's over.
When that Deadpool and Wolverine movie comes out, though, I'll definitely go watch that.
Do see everyone's gonna go see it? Is because
I'm gonna go see it.
The thing is, it's not because of like, oh, it's gonna be this
Hey, man,
amazing
hey, yo,
movie.
Alicia, you want me to buy you a ticket, dog? I got you, dog.
It's because
yo, bless me, bro.
And Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool and Wolverine, and all the cameos that are going to happen within the movie. No one's going to talk about the plot line or anything like that. It's just a crossover. That is all that's going to be happening.
I definitely won't care about like some stupid MCU. Like,
are we doing this tonight? we doing this tonight.
We
doing this tonight. First of all, it's probably going to be one of the greatest stories of all time. It's going to lead into Kang Dynasty. Going to lead into Secret Wars.
My God.
Battle World's coming, baby. We about to have multiple universes combined into one. It's gonna be so lit. Hugh Jackman ripped, looking like a snack. Ryan Reynolds looking like a snack. We ready to go, baby.
Yeah, you're gonna talk about how they're gonna reboot everything again.
And a cherry on top of that too. Actually, the side note. But I went to eat breakfast with the wife, and guess what? The waitress was wearing a TVA shirt, aka Loki, baby. So it's a cultural phenomenon. MCU is back, baby.
I forgot Loki was
Dude,
my goodness.
You want to know why you forgot? Because the MCU is not as popular as it once was.
No, it definitely isn't. Like, bro,
you're using that leash as an outline?
No, it definitely isn't as popular as it once was.
No, we're looking at like data and stuff like that. Loki is not doing the numbers that season 1 did. Stop the cap.
Bro, they got like 50 million, bro.
They didn't get 50 million.
Across like a few days.
Cite your sources. Cite your sources.
I mean, I saw some
MarvelFanboy.com is your source.
Hey, that's a legit site, bro.
Boy, I didn't even know that. I just said that off the cuff. I didn't know that that's an actual site. Oh, snap. But shout out to Kevin Feige's downfall. All right. Go into the topic. Spider-Man 2. We'll go into the sales. Everyone wants to know. Spider-Man 2 in 24 hours. Because originally I thought it was 3 days. That they kind of know. It was 24 hours. That it sold 2.5 million copies in 24 hours. Which is in line that it will probably be the fastest selling PlayStation first-party studio game to date. Most likely. Depending on the legs, but the legs for Spider-Man are always good. With Miles for 2018, and it's looking like that, which is crazy. And I'm not shocked by that at all. Because, like, if you play this game and you compare it to 2018, like, the production value, like, is insane. It's like night and day. Like, especially in the first half alone, right? And I'm just like, dude, like, some of these comic nods are so cool. Like, I don't want to go into the spoilers, but I definitely will like mention it to like Alicia like off air, because it's like there's a certain suit that somebody wears that is very interesting because there's a certain design and a comic line, which I won't go into it, but it's really dope in that regard. And I'm just like, dude, I like Kraven as a character so far. Just like literally the comics, man. It's literally the comics, intimidating and all that. And that's something I really like. And that's something that they definitely nailed so far that I played, of how intimidating and big and like powerful the character is. So very much love that in that regard, right? And but before we go into more of like our impressions, Alicia, 2.5 million, that's insane. What do you think? Insomniac is Insomniac carrying PlayStation?
Oh yeah. I would say Like I think I mean, the only year they didn't put out a game was
last year,
2022. Right? Yeah. So they put out Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank, and now Spider-Man 2. Definitely like, because honestly, before like a month before the game came out, I was already like seeing like TikTok videos of like Spider-Man 2 and like the wait and and these aren't just from like small accounts. These are like big accounts of like POV like boyfriend like talking to a girlfriend about Spider-Man 2 and like expectation on October 20th, like stuff like that. Like I've already was seeing like memes about this. Like this used to happen with COD, right? It was like when COD and 2K came out, the girlfriends like that was like the worst day for girlfriends. But this year it's like Spider-Man 2. When Spider-Man 2 comes out, girlfriends are gonna be sad on this day. So yeah, it was like interesting to see that for this game, because I wasn't there for Miles Morales or 2018. So numbers look great, and like the ads, like they were there was like that cool I think like they flipped over a truck in Sydney or something. Like they
I
brought back
saw
those
that.
like
Some,
IRL, like the train ads. Like, they brought all that stuff back, which is really cool because it seemed like for a while they didn't really they kind of stopped doing them maybe because of COVID, but it was nice to see that stuff came back. And as of are we talking about impressions or just the sales numbers?
Sales, and then we'll go into impressions.
Okay, so yeah, so it's looks great. So definitely looking great.
Yeah. Like, what about you, Pablo? What you thinking? 2.5 million? Insomnia carrying the PS5, PlayStation? Yes,
I mean,
no?
Peppa Pig got like 5 mil,
Oh,
probably like in like
here we go.
8 hours. That's light. Something light.
Uh-huh.
Nah, but that's pretty good considering that I think it sold faster than the first game did in its first 24 hours. So
Yep.
man, that's pretty good. I'm wondering if like this. I mean, I knew this game was gonna be successful regardless, but I'm wondering after Wolverine if they'll go back to 3. But considering like what I've seen from the game, I still have to pick it up. Like I'm wondering if they're gonna wait off on making like another sequel on the game for a few years just to get like a bigger substantial upgrade to the game because I've seen a few people, not everybody is saying this, but I've seen a few people online saying that graphically it doesn't really seem that substantial of an upgrade, besides a few things like the water and stuff like that. And um and even like some of the aspects of the city, like it seems like I don't know if it got downgraded, but it seems like there's more people roaming around like in the first game compared to this one.
I think in visual fidelity, there's more people roaming around. Performance, they decrease the population. Very much similar to like Rift Apart. Like because Alicia, I could be wrong, right? But like I think Digital Foundry posted like the Rift Apart where it's like performance versus visual, and performance there was like less of a crowd in the stadium or whatever. And then
I don't remember. It was
they did that.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was so long ago. But
okay, so it was that.
Yeah.
So,
I think Digital Foundry also I think did the same thing with performance versus visual.
So fidelity, has the same amount, if not more.
More, yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's the I guess pros and cons, right? It's like you got to sacrifice one thing or the other. PC, with the 5090 because the 5090 probably coming out next year. Gonna max out that game. Okay. But
but it's it's pretty. I'm happy for Insomniac. They've been like working. They've been the workhorse of like PlayStation Studios for like the past like pretty much since like the PS5 came out. So they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
I do think they're PlayStation's best studio right now because Naughty Dog's kind of struggling to put out whatever game they have planned next. So Insomniac's putting in the work right now.
Yeah, I think Insomniac shows that like you can put out games every 3 to 4 years. Like you don't have to put out games. You don't have to put like a 5 to 6 year blockbuster every single time. You can like put out like these smaller smaller, more condensed games like every 3 to 4 years, like and have the same if not better results. So like they need Sony again. I've always said Sony needs more of those like smaller studios in between the bigger releases because right now they don't have a lot of them. And Insomniac is that top tier like A studio for them.
They had like an interview recently, right, which kind of points to the direction of that they're gonna have another Miles Morales game that isn't with Miles. That I think personally like what it's like the interview is like it looks like a Venom spinoff game in between Spider-Man 2 and 3 or something like that with the interview or something like that. If people demand it, it's like, dude, everyone's gonna demand that. It's like, are you kidding? Like the everyone's gonna be like, yo, I want a Venom spinoff game, and that's gonna definitely probably end up happening in between, probably after Wolverine, before Spider-Man 3, right?
Yeah,
and
it's all I was just gonna say like it's kind of like what Square did with like FF7, where like how they brought Yuffie in was like through a DLC. Like they didn't have to make a whole like. Bringing like these characters to like a DLC just makes them do less work by the time they want to make the next full-fledged sequel. Yeah. So if they want to bring like another playable character in Spider-Man 3, then they should definitely have like a half game to introduce them to all the mechanics and stuff. And then if you want to improve it, you have less work to do for Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, because that's what it seems like is going to probably end up happening. And dude, that and Insomniac is also like making a multiplayer game too. On top of that.
Oh god.
So it's like,
Oh,
how many games are they making right now? It's Wolverine, and then I don't know if they're going to be making another Ratchet and Clank. Could be possible. Could not be possible. I don't know.
They
maybe a Venom spinoff game, Spider-Man 3. So there's a lot of things that they're going to be doing.
Yeah.
You said a Venom spinoff game?
Yeah.
They should port the old Ratchet games, not remake them, because they did a horrible job with the first one. They should just port Ratchet and Clank to PS5 and then never touch it again. I think Ratchet and Clank is like kind of past its prime, long past its prime.
And then I forgot to mention, Metacritic happened and Spider-Man scored like a 91, which is crazy because I think that's Insomniac's, like, it's not their highest, but it's their second, like, closest. I think because Ratchet the last was like PS2, 3. Right?
Yeah, Ratchet 2 or Ratchet 3 would probably be high. I think Ratchet 3 is like slightly higher. Let me see this. 91 is Ratchet 3.
Yeah.
Ratchet 2 is probably like an 89.
Yeah.
90. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a
minute.
It's
time for the highest probably.
Yeah, because it's been a minute for them since they hit that range, and now they did. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Insomniac. But like I said, it looks like they're improving with every title that they're doing. And it's going to be interesting to see how Wolverine turns out. Because I'm super excited for Wolverine. Going to be a gritty game, gritty storyline.
I hope so.
And I'm going to be like, whew. Because it's been a minute since I want to say a minute. Sunset Overdrive, granted, is a rated M game, right? I think it is.
It is? Really?
So.
No way.
Yeah, it is. It is a rated M game.
That's wild.
But the thing is, it doesn't like feel like it. But yeah, it is a rated M game. So what I'm going to... It's gonna be interesting for them to go with a gritty.
That is
because the
wild.
last gritty game I feel like they made was like Resistance, right? So
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting to see when it comes to Wolverine.
Damn, I forgot they make that too. Damn.
Yeah. And then you got Big Cloud wish into existence for them to go back to Resistance, and I'm just like, I don't see them ever going back to Resistance. Just like
they went back to Ratchet before Resistance.
No, I said the same thing though. I said also like. Studios like Naughty Dog, I don't think are going to go back to Jack and Daxter. I don't think Sucker Punch is ever going to go back to Sly Cooper. I just don't think a lot of these studios care to go back to these old IPs that they've made. It would be a different story if they were just like, yes, we want to go back to it. And then PlayStation was like, no, don't go back. But it's their decision to make whether or not they want to go back to an old IP that they made. So...
You mean like also with Jack specifically? Like it never really had like a consistent foundation. It was always trying to figure out what it wanted to be. Like Jack 2 is obviously for me Naughty Dog's best game to me. But even as a Jack 2 fan, like I don't know how they would have kept Jack going. Like I don't think it could have gone anywhere else. So I don't think they did.
After Jack 3, it's like I can't see what they do after that. It's like. I feel like it came full circle with Jack 3, and it's like I can't say. What are you gonna say, Pablo?
No, yeah, that's the. I don't want to say it's a problem. It's not necessarily a problem because they're making like bigger budgeted games, but yeah, that's like kind of like an issue. Like when you start making these AAA games and you have all these older IPs in the vault, it's kind of hard to go back to that because you're spending a lot of money making like the Spider-Mans of the worlds, the Last of Us of the worlds, and it's kind of hard to go back to a game like that, and you're not really certain if it's going to really sell as well as, like a Spider-Man or something. So I can understand if they wouldn't want to go back. I feel like we're Resistance. I feel like that would be an exception. A lot of people like first-person shooters, but, I don't know how well first-person shooter single-player stories are really selling well nowadays. So
yeah, they would have to make it really like good multiplayer. But my thing is, I will also mention
I forgot that.
Not the studios themselves, but if they were to contract another studio to work on an old IP like PlayStation, that's completely different, right? Because they're kind of doing that with Uncharted 5, right? Yeah, it's being contracted by a different developer. But the thing is, after Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy, that Naughty Dog said we're done with Uncharted. We ourselves as a studio are done with Uncharted. And it's like you can't force them to be on a IP that they don't want to continue working on, right? So that's the thing. It's like with all these old IPs, like, yeah, you can contract other developers to work on, like a Twisted Metal or something like that, and SOCOM, right? a lot of people bring up SOCOM, which honestly does make sense. I always say that SOCOM does make sense. A military like third-person shooter that you can make a battle pass out of different skins and whatnot, and see how that works. And that's something I can see working. Resistance, I don't know. I just can't see that doing so well, especially that they focus on the story a lot. And a lot of shooters need a good content roadmap, as well as to have a lot of players continue playing the game, and cosmetics, and a season pass, or whatever you want to call it,
battle pass. It's a battle pass season, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And you have to get people addicted to your game and have people stop playing other games like Apex Legends, Fortnite, and Destiny. And that's what a lot of gamers nowadays are playing consistently, are those games. And you got to compete for their time and money along with it, right?
Yep.
So.
Yeah, SOCOM ain't never coming back, by the way. That game is never coming back. Yeah.
Listen, Blaze will wish it into existence. The man will sacrifice people's lives in order for SOCOM to come back. I believe this man will like just create a sacrificial like ritual to bring back SOCOM. He'll just be like, "Yo, bring me 5 people. They're done. We're getting SOCOM back."
Bro, like, you want to talk about like online versus like casual discourse, whatever. If you ask, like, if you do like one of those street interviews and you ask like 100 casual people, like, you know what SOCOM is? I bet you none of them would say yes. Like, I know what SOCOM is. Like,
SOCOM I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying there are PlayStation fans that want it, aka Blaze.
Hey, look! You can add this. You can add this to the like summoning candle. Along with factions too, bro. All right, you can add that along with factions too, because that's never coming out either. Thank goodness. Factions 2 is never coming out, but like, yeah, like SOCOM's never coming back, bro. Like, right, like I feel like MAG will come back before SOCOM at this point. Like, jeez. But no, I agree. Like, I with a shooter, you have to market it like that. But what would be interesting is if Sony, they with those like so smaller AA games, right? Because let's say you want to make a Jack game, right? You don't need to make a big budget Jack game. You really don't. You can just do like a smaller budget 3D style game that doesn't break the bank and can cost like a budget title. Like Ratchet and Clank, the remake was like $40 when it came out, right? And look what that game is, even though I don't like that game. So like I think Sony should like use their PS2 old IPs, contract them out, make them budget titles to release in between their big games, because you won't lose too much money on them, and you keep the releases coming, right? So
yeah, that makes sense. All right. Let's go into impressions real quick for Spider-Man 2. Played it, like I said, 49%, 50%. I will say one thing, very noticeable when I played the game from the jump, right, was like the combat itself, like landing punches and kicks feels more weighty compared to 2018. And I thought I was crazy when I was like playing the game. I had to ask people, I'm like, dude, am I like having a placebo effect or something like that? Because I remember 2018 and like there wasn't weight to the combat, if it made sense, right? It felt floaty a bit when it came to 2018's version, whereas like this one just feels more impact and weight and not as fast, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So that's what I felt when playing this game off the rip. And then of course, I like the option that they had, especially when it comes to web swinging. Like you can literally take out web swing assist to 0. You can put fall damage if you want, right? And I'm like enjoying that. Dude, I'll be doing like an accidental like loop-de-loop, and I would accidentally just like hit the building of a rooftop, died immediately. I was like, dude, and you gotta like time it correctly instead of like, because like 2018 kind of like auto plays like the web swinging for you. But I just like that they gave you that option to make it a bit more difficult, or just like tune it to your taste, what you want it for web swing assist. So like that option, like the option that they did with the focus bar, and you can't heal automatically anymore. It's like the bar has to be full. Back in 2018, if the bar was like halfway full or even 20%, you could still heal.
That's true.
You gotta like build that up in order to heal, which I very much enjoyed. that they're doing, and then I like the parry system. I like that they finally added a parry system within the game that will reward you for timing your parries like correctly. So and that'll like goes into your like suit tech that you can just create like modifiers that'll like boost up your gadgets or refill like an ability that you have if you parry. So I like those options that you can do that. So that's like really cool about that game. And then like I said, like the city definitely way bigger, along with like just the web swinging is just faster, and like using the web wings is just like so satisfying. And I just personally speaking, I just can't go back to 2018 now. That's how I feel. I do think though, and there is like I will say some of the side missions are good, better than 2018, but some of the side activities are still not the best, if that makes sense. Kind of wish they improved. And then gadgets aren't huge, but I like that finally the gadgets aren't attuned to opening up a gadget wheel. And it felt like in 2018 they were kind of mimicking their Ratchet and Clank weapon wheel.
Yeah,
right?
that's
where
true.
It takes you out of the combat because you're holding, then you got to select. Now you just press it on R1?
R1 and then one of the buttons.
Yeah, which I like that. That was just doesn't break up the immersion for like stopping the combat and trying to figure out which one to do, right? What else I gotta say? Because I've only played 49% of the game, so I just got the black suit. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I do think, like I said, like the production value definitely way bigger compared to 2018. Like more crazy stuff is happening within the storyline. I think the writing is definitely better in this game than 2018, personally speaking. I'm trying to think of other things that like stand out to me. Like some of these like missions, like definitely though, like there's this one mission with the grandpa about love and stuff like that. And I know you can play as Peter or Miles. I'm like, dude, to me, it doesn't make sense to have Miles do that mission, where it made sense for Peter to do that mission because he's actually in a relationship, is in love with, MJ and stuff like that. So that to me is like more impactful for that character than Miles, who's 17, right? Who doesn't really know about love. He knows like puppy love or whatnot, but actual love. So that was like impactful. And then there's like a couple other side missions that are super cool about like an iconic, photo and whatnot. So I like those aspects as well. But like some of the side activities, like I don't really care for like the Mysterio one. Like that activity is like, just reminds me of kind of like screwball challenges or whatever. And I hate screwball challenges, man. I hated that character with a passion. Screwball, like honestly, I'm glad Screwball actually, I haven't beat the game, so I don't know. Maybe Screwball comes at the end as a main boss and just like messes with you. I would just like turn off the game, uninstall the game, and Screwball just came back, became like a main boss at the end. I would just be like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to deal with this game no more. Screwball, you should just get out of here. Like, but like overall though, been enjoying my time with the game. So can't say much about it, but I will say I just wish they had the improvements on like stealth, because so far that I've been playing the game, it's like I can't personally tell you what you can improve on stealth, but as a developer's job, like that is what you guys should figure out, because I definitely think that they should have added more things to stealth. But
yeah, now that I think about it, like the gadgets were the only pretty much stealth thing you can do in the older games, and they took that out. They didn't really replace them with anything. Like, you just made me realize that like they didn't really add anything to stealth. I still do the same perch takedowns and the same thing. Like just like I do less now because the gadgets aren't there.
That's like the one other thing. I was like, stealth, they definitely should have improved. Maybe they'll do it in Spider-Man 3. I don't know. But like I said, only 49% in. Haven't fought my second main boss yet, so can't really like talk on the boss fights yet, because like I said, intro boss fight don't count, bro. That's all I gotta say. Intro boss fights usually don't count. They're just like introducing you and whatnot to the combat and all that. But like overall, like I said, performance pretty good so far that I played. I'm definitely not doing visual or 40 or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely not.
So 60 FPS is the way to go. So that's just me though. I'm trying to think of anything else with the game that yeah, I don't know. I think that's it for me in terms of like my impressions and whatnot with the game. What about you, Alish?
I'll just add that. What was I gonna say? I definitely like how they took some of the filler out of the side missions. Like, there's no random criminal encounters anymore. Like in the last Spider-Man, you had like it was like some distance
like
had like 7
now, basically.
Yeah, right? It's because I remember I was doing them in the beginning as if like it was still mandatory, like it was before, and then I'm like, oh wait, like, this isn't mandatory anymore. Oh, like that's amazing. So I'm glad that like that's a big time waste that they took out. In terms of it's like one thing I wish Spider-Man did that Batman was really good at is like most side missions in Batman involve some type of villain, like as like the centerpiece of that side mission. And I feel like in this game they didn't really do that. They did a bit in the last game with like Tombstone and Taskmaster,
yeah,
and Black Cat and stuff, but they didn't. They kind of like stopped doing that in this game. Besides, like there's like a couple which I don't want to spoil get into, but there's a couple more that they did, but it doesn't really feel that same payoff as in Batman. So I wish they did that, to be honest. It's pretty insane how fast you move through the city, and like I think the graphics not changing that much has to do with like just how fast they have to load the whole game. Because I think like you either have insanely high graphics, but like you have to take a long time to load it, or you have lower graphics, but you can like just zip through the city. And I wonder, because I saw a comment, I wonder if they'll do like a Miles Morales remaster with like web wings, or like Spider-Man 2018 remastered, mastered with the web wings.
Dude, that would break canon like crazy, because they're like, oh, did you test it? Did you test it with the software and stuff like that? There's no way. But I could definitely see somehow some like PC like mods for 2018 and Miles to add web wings or something like that. I wouldn't be shocked if that were to happen in the near future.
Right, it'd be crazy. You know me, if you know me at all, you know that I absolutely cannot stand those stupid slow walking sections in video games. It ruined God of War, it ruined Last of Us 2. It's ruined every game it's touched, to be honest. So to be honest, I think this in Spider-Man 2, I think it's probably the only game that I can give it a pass for, because part of Spider-Man's whole appeal and his whole story is the life of Peter Parker. So I can live with that. The fact that it has those Peter Parker sections, like some of them are actually pretty fun. In my opinion, I would definitely wouldn't mind going through them again. But the MJ mission, I think I've only played one so far, and it's the one that's in the review. People were saying these missions, they really changed it. Like they were saying it's like some third person shooter. I don't know. Maybe I didn't get that far yet. But
I think they're talking changed? like this. I know what you're saying, like the stun thing. Like that's what they just give to her. Like they're just giving you the option to just incapacitate the bad guys, right?
And I like
now instead of just what is it, like hitting triangle and distracting them and then going around.
Yeah.
So that's I think. I mean, does it make it a bit easier? Yeah. I think I only got got caught once. I know the one you're talking about. It's at near the 50% mark that you do the MJ thing.
Yeah.
Like personally, like I said, I don't think they should have MJ missions. Personally,
they shouldn't. They shouldn't.
I know why they do it. I get it. It's like you want her to have a more meaningful part of the storyline, or make her more important.
But she's not Spider-Man.
But she's not Spider-Man. Exactly. Like you already have Miles. You already have another character, which I won't go into.
Peter. You already have Peter.
Along with that. So you got so many other characters, and it's whatever.
And they made it they made them longer. Like the section was a lot longer than I thought it would be. The MJ section. I thought it was done. They had this whole other part. I'm like, bro, really? Like you're adding this whole other part now? Like, come on. And also like I don't know. No one really pointed this out, but so MJ, I thought she was gonna look similar that she did in the first game, but just like her hair would be longer, and then like her eyes are completely different, and it's so jarring. Like I don't know, like it's really jarring to like I'm still not used to like
it's
her
weird,
face.
right? Because it's like Peter in remastered, right? Like because if you look at the face model for the new Peter, like in 2018 remastered, to me, I don't think he looked anything like the new face model they had. I was like, this man looks way more scrawny or whatever than the face model that they're using, and I think the same thing happened with Miles. But then now in this game, he looks very much similar to the face model, but like yet again, the MJ face model looks nothing alike.
Yeah, it's very weird.
I'm just like, it's whatever. I'm not gonna go like going
I'm just
like it is what it is. I personally think it's just insane that you can do a 1-to-1 for like Peter's face model now in Spider-Man 2, but not with MJ. It's just weird to me. I don't know.
It's very strange to me too. Like I don't know why they keep doing this. Like I don't know why they keep changing these face models.
And then like Astro was saying, yeah, she can sprint now too. So it's like,
I
forgot about that point. So it's like, yeah, you can try to like finish it fast, and it's like, I don't know. I think they should just stop with it. It's like you can make her important in the story. It's just you don't need to have sections with her.
Honestly, I just realized I think what I should do is just put it on Explorer and just like zip through those sections, so I don't have to like worry about them. To be honest, that's actually like I just thought of that. I'll just like because I'm playing on Spectacular. Obviously, I'm not a noob, but so I'll just like for MJ, let's put on Explorer and just walk right through, and then just like not pay anything. I could do that. That's a good idea. I might try that to see how that turns out. Anything else that wasn't already said? I do like the fact that like again like bigger enemies in the last game, it felt like you had to just web them up and you hit them over and over like the same every time. In this, it's more like dynamic, I would say. The parrying, I think my issue, like I wasn't getting used to, I couldn't get used to it because I was watching the animation. Instead, I should be, and then when I started realizing that, I started to watch more of the color, not the animation.
Yeah.
Because I'm just so used to dodging by animations. And then once I started to do that, it was a bit easier. But like, there was this one particular enemy, bro. He still fucks me up, even though I try to dodge. Man, you'll see him later, but man, he just like keeps fucking me up, and I'm just trying to keep parrying. So it takes some getting used to. I would say like Kenna is still worse. Has the worst pairing system I've ever.
Oh, dude, I hated
so
that
bad.
system.
It's so bad. It was so bad.
It's terrible.
But no, like overall, like I always say this is a good step up. Like people who are thinking that they should like overhaul the second game, it makes no sense to me. Second games are usually the best because of the fact they don't have to do as much work and they can just improve everything. So, one more thing. Sorry, the Sandman section. To be honest, I was not that impressed. To be honest, even though like I saw like a picture of it already, I still wasn't impressed. Even though it's an opening section, whatever. Just because like Final Fantasy 16 spoiled me so much with like big boss battles that it did the thing I don't like in big boss fights. When you have a big boss fight, you don't fight the actual boss most of the time. You just fight the minions, and then eventually you like damage a part of the boss by defeating enough minions. That's not a big boss fight to me. That's just like it's just like a set piece.
Yeah, I think that's the whole thing, right? It was like an intro, getting you used to the combat and whatnot. But I would assume, because I haven't faced the second boss yet, but I would assume it's very different with the second boss.
Yeah, I hope it is too. But yeah, I'll say like,
a lot of people are praising it, like the boss fights. So
yeah, right. I'm just like I don't.
Well, yeah.
Why.
To be
like,
fair, we're not anywhere close to that yet, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's like, won't go into spoilers, but I would assume. I think I know what the second boss fight's going to be. So I think that's in that regard. And then I would assume I know what the third one is and all that. I don't know whether or not Pablo's coming back. Oh, Pablo's back.
Oh, there he is.
There we go. But I think that's it. But for Spider-Man 2. So we'll probably talk more about it another time. We'll probably be done when we come back with the next episode. So we'll give more of our thoughts. I don't know if we'll do a spoiler section as well, but we'll definitely talk about our final thoughts once we finish it. Because I think I'll finish it by the end of this week, maybe. I don't know yet. We'll see. But going by the progress, I'm at 49%, so I think I would finish it by Sunday or something like that. Or maybe earlier. I don't know. All right. Going to Alan Wake 2, because I know that the game comes out. Predictions on Metacritic, I said 87. What about you, Alish?
Never cared for Alan Wake, so I'm going to say 83.
83. All right.
Oh, sorry, I'll say 82.
82. Dang. Okay.
82.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Pablo?
Dude, Alan Wake was like 50 cents on Steam. I still didn't buy it.
Wow, that's crazy. 50 cents. That's a steal.
Remember, it was about to like get delisted or something, and I was like, that's still not worth it.
That's insane, bro. 50 cents and you could.
I couldn't do it.
That's insane.
I couldn't do it.
You could have just asked me and I would have gifted you the damn game.
Nah, bro, I didn't want to waste your money. Dude, bro, if I'm not gonna waste my own money, why would I waste someone I deeply care about? Come on, bro. Come on, come on, bro.
I got you. All right, Pablo. What about you? Alan Wake.
I think it's around like 84.
84? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So we'll go into Alan Wake 2 for PC. I don't even know if you want to call it controversy or whatnot. Basically, specs have come out in terms of path tracing at 4K, the highest settings possible, and you have to use frame generation with your 4090 or something like that, right? Very similar to like Cyberpunk. Are we shocked that it's because I know like the whole conversation is the game optimized? Is it not optimized? And but the thing is, it's like, as a PC gamer, right? This is what I tell people all the time. Until I see tests and whatnot to, confirm whether or not it's a bad optimization, I will say this, that don't put your settings at the highest settings possible. If your card can't handle path tracing, don't put it on path tracing. If you don't care for ray tracing or path tracing, don't put it on path tracing, ray tracing. If you want to have it on high settings without all those bells and whistles, then I would assume it will like perform better, right? With DLSS. But this is with like all the bells and whistles, right? Because like I said, it's new tech. It's not going to be fully optimized well. That's what I assume. It could be or could not be. I'm going to assume that it's not going to be that well optimized in terms of path tracing. Because it's like these cards are so like, the game is so demanding. Like Cyberpunk is a very demanding game. And if you put path tracing on for Cyberpunk, you see like this stark difference between path tracing and no path tracing. It's insane. Like it's a night and day difference. And I'm just like, dude, path tracing looks insane. But you're going to need frame generation and DLSS on. So overall, though, it's like, it is what it is. I need to see more tests, though, to make a big, like, okay, this is not well optimized. What do you think? Did you see like those charts, Alicia? No?
I saw I saw what you said about like people saying it's very demanding. Again, honestly, like to me, like it's not a big deal. Like I'm glad that all these PC games are having these bells and whistles, because look, PC gaming is like, the best part about it is like the longevity and like how these games are built for the future. And like when you get a really good card like 5-10 years down the line, it's really nice to see like games that are older have settings to accommodate those really, really beefy cards. So and we want that massive leap. We're looking for that massive leap in technology, and like this is what it costs, right? It costs like this amount of performance, this amount of memory. I just hope that GPUs that come out in the future will be able to accommodate these cards at like a good like they won't like kind of be like underpowered before they come out kind of thing. I hope like they keep pushing the boundaries, and that's all we can ask for. And yeah, like if you can't do path tracing, don't do path tracing. It's still a very new technology. Not a lot of games have it. Just like, it's not a big deal if you miss out on it as of now. And yeah, that's pretty much like, I think it's a great thing, and I think more games should push what they can do, because we'll appreciate them more down the line.
All right. What about you, Pablo? Alan Wake?
Yeah.
Path tracing, all the bells and whistles. Like, is it unoptimized, optimized? Should people put those settings from the jump or what?
I mean, I feel like people use the optimized word, kind of loosely, kind of like how people in wrestling use someone getting buried loosely all the time. Like, I mean, this is kind of what you want out of a card. Really, like you wanted to push the graphics to the max and have all the extra bells and whistles. That's why they have. I mean, I know people won't like this, but that's why they have the DLSS, so that if the game is not up up to par, like you can rely on that. And people might say that's a crutch, but it's there for a reason. You can use it, get some extra performance out of it. Like I'm looking at the chart right now. I think this is the card I have. I have a 4070 Ti. You get like 17 FPS without DLSS 3.5, and when you enable it, you get like 82 FPS at 4K with I think ray tracing on high. Yeah, on the high preset. So like I mean, bro, I'm gonna get more use out of my card, and I can play it at 4K without necessarily having to have like a 4090 or whatever. So that's great. I don't see where the controversy really is with the game. I feel like just people. I mean, I can understand if you got a 4090 and then your FPS is like kind of low when it should be maxed out, and you should get like a decent frame rate, at least 60. I guess I can understand those people, but like with a card that I have and stuff like that, I'm happy with it. My friend copped it for me, so I'm looking forward to playing it. I think it comes out Thursday for me, like at 9 or something.
Yeah, I think so. It's like what Epic Game Store exclusive.
Yeah,
I know like people were like talking about
it.
Right? Like I get the physical media part, right? Like I get like people complaining about that aspect. The thing I don't see the complaints.
Wait, before you continue, because I saw that, and it's still $60 on console, so it has the console tax. So
oof.
I want like if
Epic.
I
think the Epic Game Store did the $10 off because they're on their own store.
It's on their store, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah,
but
because I think if they came with a physical disc
console
for consoles, it would have been $70 or something like that.
That would have been $70, even on digital too.
Yes.
If they okay.
Yeah. So for Epic, yeah, they're it's their own storefront. They're charging $50, right? So like I don't have a problem with Epic putting the game that they published, money that they funded, into their own storefront exclusively. Of course, would I love for it to go on Steam? Absolutely. But I'm not gonna go like mad that a game that they publish is gonna be on their storefront.
I don't see as much outrage about Alan Wake being on Epic only as like before.
Yeah, it's not like crazy, but
I don't see the outrage.
A little bit of outcry, but not like crazy amount.
Not as much as like because like again they're publishing it, they're funding this game. Like of course they want to put it on their own storefront.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Like there's no way to really complain about it. Like would I love, like I mentioned, love for it to be on Steam. I would buy it on Steam over Epic.
Right.
But it's their own game that they publish themselves. Therefore, you can't really get mad at them. It is what it is. Right. All right. Let's go into the ABK deal. And finally, it's done. I don't got much to say. It's like the deal was closed. Microsoft owns Activision Blizzard. And yeah, the Call of Duty games will remain multi-platform. Their other games, I don't know. Whether or not they'll revive old IPs remains to be seen. Bobby Kotick will remain the head until the end of the year. Then he gets his, I assume, golden parachute. And that's that, right? So like overall, am I like crazy? Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Or like, oh my gosh, I'm so depressed. I just don't care. That's just me. I just do not care. Because personally, like, I didn't care. Like, the only thing I cared about is consolidation in general, right? Square Enix getting bought, Sega, all these companies being consolidated. That's the only thing. Overall, though, like, am I like mad about somebody owning this or that? Like, in terms of, oh my gosh, I have to go through their ecosystem. Like, no. Their games will be still on Steam. Don't care. But, like I said, Activision Blizzard, though, I haven't bought a game from them in years. Like, I think their last game I bought from them was, what, 2019? Or Modern Warfare Remastered?
Modern Warfare Remastered. Like, well, Remastered came out in 2016.
No, sorry. Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, I think it was.
Like the single player only?
I think it was, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was only single player.
That was like the last game that I bought from them.
Yeah. That was a weird remaster.
Other than that, that was it. 2019 or Modern Warfare Remastered. I don't know which one came out first or the other. So it's like those were the last two games I bought. Haven't bought anything from them since, just because their games don't interest me anymore, man. Call of Duty doesn't interest me. It's like the whole song and dance of Call of Duty in general. It's like everyone's like, Redo, are you gonna get Call of Duty? It's like, dude, no, I stopped getting Call of Duty for a while now. It's like, it's this vicious cycle. It's like, oh my gosh, can't wait for Call of Duty. Oh my gosh, Call of Duty's trash. And it's like, can't believe I bought this game again. And guess what I did? I took myself out of the damn vicious cycle and said, no more. And that was it. That was it. Now I don't ever have to complain about the game being trash after an update. And I feel better for it. And don't have to scratch my head. I already know who else is getting Modern Warfare 3. It's only... I know Pablo is. I don't know about you, Alish.
I thought... we can get into the beta after. I don't know, Pablo, did you play the beta?
I did not play the
They won't play the beta? They won't play the
I think
beta?
Pablo, did you play the beta? Damn, he's gone.
All right, well, he's...
Maybe he's like, you know what? I forgot to... No, he's like, I forgot to buy Modern Warfare 3. Let me go pre-order that right now.
So, in terms of the Activision thing, like, I'm still very much against it. I think it's just continues to show that how much of a parasite Game Pass is, and that we saw like through some of the leaked documents of like how much some games are for them to be able to put it onto Game Pass day one. So by those numbers, they might as well just buy the whole company and like make every game on Game Pass. So I think Game Pass is a horrible...
whole plan for them is to get the games, pump them out, and get new subscribers, right? That's like the goal for them, is to continuously get new subscribers.
Yeah.
Whether or not we'll see how their plan comes to fruition, right? Because I can't say whether or not Game Pass is
it's not going to succeed. I don't think it won't succeed to me, because gaming is not that type of outlet where you burn through content at that much of a pace. Like movies and TV shows, there are 2.5 hours tops, right? You can easily burn through. So at least movies are. And a lot of shows are like 1 or 2 seasons max. So you don't need to worry about having such a big time investment for those things. And also, you can put TV shows on the background. You don't have to actively be playing them, unlike with gaming.
Well, you can argue this, though, different. To be fair, right? You can argue that another source of revenue for them, right, is putting their games on Steam and PC players buy it, or with DLC. That's another thing that will continuously get revenue, whereas a show, you just get the month and that's it. You can't get any form of revenue source from a show or a movie. That's the
we haven't really. I mean, we haven't really seen them like use that model, right? Like,
well,
I think
DLC,
Sea of Thieves,
DLC
Halo
stuff,
Infinite.
Well, no, okay.
I'm trying to think like Sea of Thieves, Halo Infinite.
Like Halo Infinite's like with skins and like the passes, right? Their pass, right? But I'm saying like more like their premium edition, right? Like you'll have your Game Pass subscribers, right? And then you have like the Forza like Ultimate Edition, or like this like thing you'll pay $30 extra to get like the higher tier version of the game to play it early. That is like, I noticed that their whole model that they're going to now is like their big games, like let's say Elder Scrolls 6, they're going to have that same type of model. They get to play the game early. So like,
but doesn't that
another
show
way of like making people pay more on top of their Game Pass, subscription model.
But doesn't that show that Game Pass as a model isn't feasible? Because if you have to make those type of business moves and charge those type of money for those types of additions to play it early, circumventing Game Pass, doesn't that prove that Game Pass doesn't really work? Like, to me, that's just what it shows to me.
Well, they want to make as much money as possible. I don't know their numbers. I don't think
they want to have it both. They want to have the most amount of money and the most amount of subscribers, so they can't have both. It's contradictory, right? Like, as soon as you raise prices, try to get the most amount of money, people are going to drop your subscription.
I
so
mean,
like they're gonna have to raise prices eventually.
Well, they're gonna raise. They're gonna raise.
Like we saw just how much like a slight recession and a slight economic downturn. Look at all these companies now raising their prices on their subscription services. Like they didn't raise them forever, and all of a sudden they just start like pumping like price increases like they're just catching up on lost revenue over so many years. So I think like Game Pass is like you want to condition your users to rely on this service, and then when you get them hooked, then you can bring these price increases because they can't drop it. They have all their they have so many games that they saved in this service here that they didn't buy. So like for me, I would just again, like doesn't matter, PlayStation, whatever. I just don't like that type of service with gaming. As of so and then again, I'm more of an Activision fan. I've been playing Call of Duty since Black Ops 1. Only Treyarch though. I don't really buy Infinity Ward or I bought Sledgehammer. COD games. I didn't buy Vanguard. I didn't buy Modern Warfare 2019. I didn't buy Infinite Warfare
Vanguard
either.
was trash.
Yeah, I didn't. I was smart enough to Vanguard. No way. Like because Cold War was still very good. Again to me. I don't know if it's a hot take. I mean, it seems like honestly, this seems like this game is getting better with time. Cold War is the best COD in the last 4 years. Since Black Ops 4, Cold War is the best Call of Duty, and it also is the most traditional Call of Duty, for sure. That has come out. Like if you love traditional COD, Cold War is the best one to play. So that's why I didn't want to play Vanguard. So, but in terms of Activision, yeah, like that's we'll see what happens. But I don't think they're gonna revive a lot of their old IPs. I think they'll just like keep it the same as it is.
Okay. What's Eastern talking about? What am I slipping on? I got no clue, man.
Yes.
I think he's talking more like me about Game Pass or something like that. I think. Me, it's like I said, it's like this is all speculation at the end of the day. Like, I can't say one way or the other. That's just me. Unless I get like actual documents or like investors saying one thing or the other. Oh, he's saying where the stream's at. Oh, okay. I mean, to be fair, I got a lot of life stuff happening. So yeah, the streams aren't gonna they're gonna happen soon. But I'm getting my whole personal life situated. But I appreciate you asking though. All right, Pablo, Activision Blizzard deal because you're back, right? So, what do you think? Closed.
It's lit, baby. Game Pass, day 1, 2025. We lit, baby. We don't gotta pay $70 for COD anymore. We in there. I mean, yeah, I don't know. In the short term, I think it's gonna be great for gamers, trolling the side. But long term, we'll see if they keep, because Call of Duty is a big fan base. We'll see if they keep that, in the next 10 years or so. But in the short term, I think it's great. They'll add all the Game Pass games. Like or all the COD games into Game Pass and all the previous Activision published games if they can get all the licensing and stuff in order. So I'm looking forward to that. I will say people saying that like, oh yeah, I can play COD again. Hey bro, a lot of these games are on sale for like $5, buddy. You could have bought it then.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? I love Game Pass as much as a nice guy, but
Bro, they don't care about Call
I
of
can
Duty.
finally play COD again like these shits were costing $70 for like decades or something like that.
Fucking cap. So
A
much
lot of these games were
cap,
even
bro.
on sale for like $3. I've seen it in GameStop.
It's gross.
So people kind of capping with that. But in terms of the quality of the games, I mean, who knows if they're gonna go down? People already assuming that it will go down because Xbox bought them. We'll see.
Hey man, it's not out of nowhere. There's been a lot of sus with those Xbox studios.
No, you're right.
Well, it's Hellblade 2 gameplay. There's no Hellblade 2 gameplay. It's been 4 years.
I told you that.
No, you're right about
that. Hellblade 2 stuff gonna happen at the Game Awards. Boom, mark it, book it. You heard it here. It's gonna happen at the Game Awards.
Yeah, I think that would make sense. I don't know why they're delaying showing like actual combat, but we'll see. But yeah, in regards to their studios, like the way they've handled Bethesda, if we're looking at like history, Redfall didn't do well, didn't look good, didn't play good. So
Hi-Fi Rush though, game of the generation. Hi-Fi Rush, game of the generation.
I don't know about that, but
honestly though, if we're being honest, like that's probably their best game this year for Xbox though, Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh yeah.
All intents and purpose, like that's literally what I heard from a lot of people that play their games, Redfall, Hi-Fi Rush, and Starfield, that they think Hi-Fi Rush is their best game. So
yeah, I agree with that. So far, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I don't have to spend like 70, games anymore. So that's kind of like the big W for me where it's at.
I don't think we got much enough to say.
I don't know if you want to get into the COD beta.
Yeah, go with the COD beta. I can't speak on it because I don't play COD.
Oh, wait, can I say something about that? Actually, something Phil Spencer said too. Like he said, there's gonna be no more like the whole like exclusive beta thing. Which I thought they would actually do that, but he said you know, if we're taking his word for it, they're not gonna do it anymore. Everybody's gonna be on an even playing field. I think that's pretty big, you know, so people don't have to like pre-order the game to try it out.
Well, they definitely had to put contracts in
beta.
place for equal parity, right? So that's like something they can't go back on. Things can
I mean,
change after the contract's over, right? Then they have to renegotiate.
I think it's over next year.
Holders.
I think too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think after next year, you know, everything's fair game at that point.
No. I'm saying
or not next year. 2025. I mean,
no, it's 10 years.
No. It's 10 years.
It's
remember?
10 years.
No. I mean, you guys are talking about like the actual contract
the
agreement.
contracts where there's
on there.
They
I'm talking about
equal
like
parity and stuff like that.
Like the Sony deal?
Oh yeah. But I was referring to you know, launching like the new games, you know, going forward onto Game Pass.
I think that'll definitely happen. That'll definitely happen. But they're talking like exclusive stuff, like new skins and new maps. No, that'll be on all platforms. It's just the only like pro that Xbox gamers get. It's like you get to play it on Game Pass. So
that's it. Yeah.
Only on my PC and my Xbox.
In terms of the beta, like, I just want to say, if the map site came out with Black Ops 1 maps, I would be there day one, absolutely, because, you know, Black Ops 1 is my favorite Call of Duty, has my favorite maps of all time in Call of Duty. Like Modern Warfare 2, I have no nostalgia for. It was nice playing on like Skid Row. Skid Row was really good. Favela was okay. Estate sucked. Sniping was fun though on Estate. I'll definitely say that sniping was fun. Like I definitely enjoy. I maxed out the beta. I was enjoying it, and then I realized, like, am I really gonna keep playing this like for a year at least? Like, not really. So, like, it was fun for what it was. The movement definitely felt better than Modern Warfare 2. The health is still slower than, even though it's the same number, 150. It's still slower. Sorry, it's a bit faster than Black Ops 4 in terms of kill time, but I did like how the weapons felt, like all the weapons. I was sad that that the weapons don't carry with you into the full game, because I maxed like two or three of those weapons out. But yeah, like honestly, like this COD is definitely a lot more fun than last year. I just wonder what they'll do for DLC, if they're gonna do the same model for 2. I think they said they would do maps from a bunch of different Call of Duty games. And I think the reason why they made this game a full $70 game, because to be honest, they were gonna make the DLC. Sorry, they were gonna make the map $70 for sure. Because back then they were charging what, $15 for 4 maps. So you're getting 16 maps. They could probably charge full price for that for sure. It was just that Modern Warfare 2 was not received well at all, and definitely did not have the players that they thought it would by year 2. Because I can bet you Activision would much rather sell you a DLC for $70 than a full game for $70, because it just costs a lot less money to make. So like Modern Warfare 3, yeah, like it's good. I'm not gonna get it next year though. I heard that they'll do Black Ops, let's say Black Ops 5, and then year 2 of Black Ops 5 they'll put Black Ops 2 maps, like they did for this Modern Warfare. Which, if they do that, that would be fucking sick. I would probably drop Apex and play that forever, because that is like my dream. So yeah, fun beta, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
did you play Pablo?
Yeah, Pablo. What about you?
Oh, the beta. Yeah, I did play, bro. I did not like the movement, bro. I felt like a crackhead running around, bro. Like people sniping. Sniping is at an all-time low, bro. I'm sorry. If you're a sniper, yeah, I'm gonna need you to jump off that bridge, buddy. So, yeah, do me that favor if you do that. No, I'm kidding. Obviously.
It's like it was back then. It's just like it was back then.
Yeah, it's just like, it's just way too cracked out with the movement. I will not be getting this game at launch, which is crazy because I get every COD at launch, but yeah, I'm gonna skip out this one and then just wait for the one next year.
Damn.
Like the COD, did you like the Modern Warfare 2 movement more, or this one more? Like, do you like the more
I hate Modern Warfare 2.
Oof.
Like, the movement is like a little bit better in Modern Warfare 2, but I felt like the best mix of like just COD in general is like Modern Warfare 2019. Like just the movement. I like it a little more methodical. Cause I know people didn't like that about Ghost, but you know, I like. Yeah.
Ghost, those maps in Ghost killed that game, because that game could have been decent. It's just those maps were horrible. Like, I think like 3 maps were good. That whole base maps, like, it was so bad. I don't know what they were thinking. So wait, so what CODs did you play before? Because I'm curious. Like, there's like two types of COD fans. There's like the ones that like are much more old school, and then the newer school ones are like from 2019. Like that's like their favorite one. So like that's why I was wondering like what type of COD fan are you? I would say more the old school. Like, do you like the 2019 feel more?
Yeah, I like the 2019 film wars. I actually went back and played Black Ops 1, and it kind of feels a little dated in some respects. I don't know if it was because I was playing it through like an emulated version of like, the 360 version on the Xbox or whatever, the new Xbox. So I don't know if it was because of that. But yeah, I like how the newer cards feel and stuff besides this new one. But I mean, maybe when it's on sale and they fix up some of that movement, maybe I'll jump into it because I did like the time to kill. The time to kill did feel nice, but just like how everybody was moving around on the map, and like the sniping kind of like ruined it for me.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm trying to think. All right.
PS5 Slim.
Yeah. So, yeah, they showed off the PS5 Slim. Looks smaller actually. Like you couldn't tell until they did comparisons or whatnot between like the original and the Slim. Personally, it's whatever. I think the biggest like didn't they like increase the digital or something like that to like
it's 450 now. The digital is 450, and they have a vertical stand, which is that's like the dumbest. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
No, that's definitely nickel and diming people. I was like, yo, that's insane.
Bro,
you provided a free stand in the OG versions, and you're like, nah, chief, we're gonna nickel and dime you with these stands. I was like, this is wild to me. I couldn't believe it. I was just stunned. It was like, this stand that I have right here, I didn't have to pay for. But you guys are gonna do that with the Slim? That was insane. I didn't expect that. This is the Pro. Man got the Pro with them.
Bro. Because I saw like people were damage controlling a fucking stand, bro. They were saying like, bro, they sold you a stand before. Like it doesn't matter. Like why are you complaining, bro? They said, oh, like they sold stands before, but bro, you can stand like this stuff. Wait, fuck, get this out the way. Get this out the way. You can stand this stuff. Fuck. Damn it.
No. We got you. We could see it. We could see it.
This is very unprofessional right now. So you
can stand this got like that cookie sandwich.
There is no
the ice cream
stand
sandwich
on this, right? And then we got this thing, right? My PS2.
Yeah,
no stand needed. Yeah. So like you didn't need a stand for this stuff because it was did on its own. But now with this PS5, they sold you a stand that worked both ways. In the box, right? And now they went out of their way to give you a separate stand. And isn't the stand in the vertical? It's just like a little like piece of plastic. It's not even like an actual stand, right? It's like a piece of plastic.
I think it's a piece of plastic.
It's so stupid. So I don't know, it's just like it's so stupid. And also, yeah, the plates. I mean, the plates won't work obviously because it's like a different size. But
yeah,
that's I can understand
that's what I was assuming because I think I said that on Crossfire. I was like, the Pro model along with this Slim like is not gonna fit. Like it's not gonna work. I kind of expected that, and I brought that up because I was like, what are you gonna do? It's like, well, they're not gonna resell. I mean, they could resell like the Spider-Man plates to be Slim models.
They are. Oh yeah, they probably will do that. So no, sorry, they probably will they'll bring back like the solid colors.
Yeah, that too.
I wonder why they because they suddenly restocked the plates in Canada at least. Like all of a sudden I was like, oh, maybe it's because the PS5 Slim's coming out. They want to do like one last stock, and then if they're gone, they're gone. So
yeah, so it was insane though. But I don't got much left to say. I think everybody knows kind of garbage, especially increasing the digital, which doesn't make any sense. There's no reason increase the digital model. It's like what? Why? Parts are getting cheaper. There should be no reason to increase the price for the digital model. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's whatever. What about you, Pablo? What you thinking?
Yeah, I don't got much to say about it either. Really, guys, I don't really understand the point of increasing it $50 more if it's like, if it's just the same shit. But Yeah, for it to not include a stand,
No, $30.
for them to charge for
Crazy.
that, to charge for that separate. Damn, it's looking like 2010 Sony low key with that type of move. So yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work out well. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think people are gonna really be too upset about it because the casual people are just gonna buy it. They're probably not gonna even realize that you
They
gotta
pulled an
pay for the
apple.
thing
They pulled an
separately.
apple, man.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and I guess next generation we'll probably have to buy the controller separately. With the console and shit.
Yo,
Bro,
that'd be
So
so
that'd be
wild.
wild. That would be
that'd be
wild.
insane.
No, these phones with not like you have to pay like separately to like it's crazy nowadays, like for phones, because they don't even give you the like power adapter, right? Like to like charge your phone. So it's like now it's like, oh, to buy the power brick or whatever that you use, you gotta buy it separately. I couldn't They will do that with the cable for the consoles. I guarantee you. Well, we're not providing that. You got to buy it separately. I wouldn't be shocked. They're like, damn, bro. And that cable, $20. It's like,
That'd be so disappointing.
That's insane, bro. But go into another set of news because it's not a huge set of news. It's just be something I'll talk about majority of, and then we'll talk about the Super Mario Wonder scores, and then I think we'll end it there. Final Fantasy 14 and 16 collaboration. They announced it, and dude, looking sweet. Definitely will be playing that because I'm hyped for it. It's gonna be great. I haven't even got to 6.5 patch. I think that just recently came out, or I think it's about to. One or the other. And then they showed off a new job class for the next expansion, Dawn Trail. I think it's Viper class or whatever. And you have like 2 swords and whatnot. And I'm like, dude, pretty sick. Can't wait. Can't wait for Dawn Trail. Going to be amazing. And if they have that collector's edition statue, I might have to cop. No cap. But like I said, big 14 guy. Alish needs to freaking play it.
Bro, I'm never gonna play that game. Like,
that's insane,
bro. Ghost Runner 2 comes out this week. Like, and bro, like Spider-Man 2 just came out. We got Ghost Runner 2, and then we got freaking Persona 5 Tactics. Like, bro, like it's not stopping. Like, I still want to play Armored Core. I'm still trying to catch up with 2022 games like Sonic Frontiers. Like, come on.
Like,
it's never
Sonic
gonna happen.
Frontiers?
Absolutely.
Hey, bro, Sonic Frontiers kind of hate, bro.
Absolutely, bro. That update, bro. They finally dropped the last update. It's finally complete. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go play that game. That game looks fucking awesome.
No, I'll play 14 over Sonic Frontiers any of the day. Bro. Any day, bro.
And then
I'd rather do a new game plus for Final Fantasy 14 over Sonic Frontiers.
I still haven't played Dead Space. I got Shadow of the Colossus and Last Guardian, so I gotta play through Eco before I play those 2 games. Like, bro, it's never stopping. I can't play it. I'm probably gonna be 7 years old.
Coming out next year, bro. Catch up.
Bro,
that's all I gotta
say. Bro, then we got what? Persona 3, and then we got Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Like,
hey, that's why you gotta get Game Pass, baby. You get those games, save a few bucks, dog.
I don't need Game Pass. I don't need Game Pass. I don't need like that. I like owning my games.
Damn, dog.
I play on my Steam, like Steam, bro. Like I need that on my Steam Deck.
I got you.
Definitely not Game Pass. Definitely not.
Steam Deck.
Absolutely. I'm playing that mid-ass Final Fantasy X on that Steam Deck.
Steam
that
Deck, baby. Look at this thing. Look at this thing, bro.
You mean that portable VCR?
Dude, you have a Steam Deck. Shut your mouth, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, man was playing Gotham Knights on that thing. Just
Gotham Knights? Yep. Bro. I'm disappointed.
Hey, it runs pretty good on it now.
Nah.
Trash.
Game of the year, by the way.
No,
bro.
That was like last year it came out, bro. Come on, man.
It came out last, bro. I feel like the game came out like 2 years ago.
Damn, dog.
With the way it looks, like, Jesus.
Damn, bro.
Bro, when I saw Red Hood jumping through those portals, that was so funny. I could not stop. I was laughing my ass off. And I still have that video saved of you, Red Hood. You being like, that is not Red Hood.
Definitely not. It's definitely not. Okay.
It's definitely not.
All right. So not much left to talk about for 14. Just can't wait. All right. Super Mario Wonder. I think this is like a 93 on Metacritic or something like that. Like,
kind of wild.
It's crazy. Am I going to be playing this game? No. Listen, people will play it, and it probably will sell well. I'm just not interested at the moment. Could definitely change my mind. Is a big possibility. I'll definitely not definitely. I may play it sometime down the line, or I may never play the game down the line. But it reviewed well, and it's going to be interesting coming to the Game Awards season, what's going to be nominated and stuff like that. So Alicia says he's not getting it. Pablo, Super Mario
Mini
Wonder.
game. And Super RPG dropping like 2 weeks, bro. 2 mini games.
Nah, bro. I haven't been playing like my Switch like that, so
Damn.
I'm probably not gonna cop it, bro.
What's the last game I played?
Go in the garbage bin.
I think the last game I played on my
Especially
Switch
after
was
Zelda.
I played Zelda for like 4 hours and I dropped it. I could not get into
Tears
it.
of the Kingdom?
Yeah, you know, I think the last game I beat on my Switch was Legend Arceus. That was the last game I beat on my Switch.
Damn.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that is all the topic. Honestly, it's not like that much craziness that's been going on, even with these like couple weeks that we took off. It's like still like not insane amount of topics to even talk about. But definitely got to say, man, I definitely had to reduce. This is going to be life talk. I had to reduce my caffeine intake, guys. I'm not going to lie. I would take pre-workout in the morning for working out. And then I had to, what was it? Because I work at night, I took a Gorilla Mind energy drink, which had like 200 milligrams of caffeine. So in total, I was taking 375 milligrams of caffeine a day. And that's not good. That's not good. That's like, dude, you're about to have a heart attack soon, buddy. You keep going this route, your heart's gonna give out. And yeah. Oh man, it was something because people were just like, yeah, you definitely need to reduce that. So now I just take 175 or 200 now a day.
Jesus. I take no caffeine ever.
This man is clean.
Absolutely. Even my pre-workout is caffeine free.
Huh? I think those things actually cost more money too.
They cost like
stimulant free or something? That's what they call it.
Yeah,
like,
stim free.
Yeah, Gorilla Mind has that, and that thing's like $50 or $60. I was like, dude, absolutely not. Just give me the pre-workout with caffeine in it. I'm not paying that much money for that shit.
Bro, it's like a game. It's like the difference, like a Game Pass sub. Like it's it's great value, you know. $10.
Bro, I'm not doing that, bro. Give me the caffeine. I will say the only time I'll use the energy drink for workout, leg day. Leg day is where I'm like, I won't use the pre-workout. I'll use that energy drink to get the 25 milligrams extra caffeine. But yeah,
makes sense. Yeah, leg day is like the most. I would say it was like the most intense day.
Oh yeah. I finally hit I squatted like 205 pounds now, which is good. Like I hit 2 PRs. I was like, all right. Yeah. I think my PR was like 190, and then I did 195, and then I said, you know what, let me do 10 extra, 205, and then hit 2 reps, and I was like, let's go. So,
yeah.
You know what's crazy? Like, and I was talking to Pablo behind the scenes. I was like, I didn't know this, and people told me this, that 225 pounds for benching, that 90% of men are not able to do that. I did not know that.
I'm in the 10%. I'm in the 10%.
That's insane. I didn't know 90% of guys can't do that.
Oh yeah. If you do like 185, like you're pretty high up there. Like you are, even if 185.
185. What is that like?
Like a plate and 25.
What, 25% of people can do that?
No. Oh, I'm not sure of the percentage. I'm not sure. But I know like a good amount. I would say like maybe 70%, but
70% of guys can't do it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But 90% is like 225 that can't.
Yeah, my peak I did like 235, I think.
Jeez.
For like 3, yeah. I couldn't get past 235, sadly. But
eat more.
Yeah. Just like I ate a lot. I would have like so much canned meat for snacks. It was wild.
Can you bench it now or no?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I do dumbbell press now. I'm trying to get to 100 pounds on dumbbell press. I think I'm at like 85.
Okay, 85. All right.
Yeah, something not bad. Yeah, 85.
Yeah.
Like my legs though, the hip thrust, I did 470 on hip thrust.
470. Holy.
Yeah, I did 470 for 2. So I'm trying to get to 500.
Huh? Yo, that's wild. What? I don't really do hip thrust, bro.
470.
Like, I definitely might have to get back into it.
I use a machine, like there's like a hip thrust machine.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have it at your gym. Yeah, I use that. It's like 470.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked. I'm very happy. I can get to 500 by the end of the year. I think I can do it.
500.
My legs are fucked.
Look at that, Pablo. This is what I tell you. You got to go to the gym, bro.
bro. It's fun.
Pablo finally going to the gym.
Once I get to 500, I'll go back to squats after I get my hip thrusts to 500.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it.
That's insane. Yeah, I'm gonna see how much I can squat by the end of the year. Like, I think I can. By my progress.
Oh, yeah, you said 205. You said
205. I'm at 205 now.
Yeah, you can get to 225 for sure. Easy.
Yeah, definitely by the end.
Definitely.
I'll hit squats for 225.
Yeah.
Benching, I'm at like 165. I think I'll hit 185 or. Yeah, I think 185, maybe 195. I don't think I'll hit 200 by the end of the year. I don't think so.
No, yeah, I don't think so either. It's like 2 months. If you move like 5 pounds every 2 weeks, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
more difficult.
Definitely is. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Do I started incorporating cardio now because I'm like bulking up or whatever. So I'm trying to like also do cardio, bro. I do the stair cardio, right?
You do cardio last, right?
Yes,
you do
I do it last.
Okay, good. Thank goodness.
Sure. I'm being honest. I did level 12 for 10 minutes the first time, and I never do cardio. Like I always tell myself, I'm gonna do cardio today. Never do it. This time I did, and bro, I felt like I was gonna have a heart attack. I felt like I was about to die. At level 12, I was like, my heart was like racing so fast, it was like about to burst. I was like, geez, bro, never again level 12. Then I like work myself up, and I'm like level 10, 12 minutes, like over 100 calories burned or something like that. Build myself up, but definitely cardio. Listen, I know cardio sucks, and I want to tell people that, but freaking do cardio. Like it's beneficial, I think, especially if you want to like have your certain body fat down. Like I'm at like 14.6% body fat right now, which is pretty good. I don't know what my goal is gonna want to be. Maybe 12% or 11, and see from there. I definitely will not want to go below 11. That's just too much work, I think, personally.
Yeah, try to enjoy it. Like you can't like let yourself like you can't like sacrifice your enjoyment of it for like lower body fat.
Yeah, but what I don't know what else you guys want to talk about. I just talked about the gym. If not, we'll just
sorry guys. Sorry if we went off topic.
Man, that's the point.
Hey, man.
Go off topic. But no, what's
me and Red are getting married 2024.
Huh?
You guys know.
Yeah.
Yo, you might have to explain it to somebody else. She might have to call you on that and see what happens there. But I appreciate everybody coming through. We're probably going to end it here. See you guys. What's the date right now? It's
the 24th.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check the calendar. Not next week, but the week after.
November
we'll have
7th.
An episode. Yeah, November 7th. So look forward to that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff. This is Overlevel Podcast. Make sure to follow everybody here. Alish, Pablo. And yeah, it was a good episode. Not too long. So just make sure to do all that. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe. Overlevel Podcast. Signing off. Peace.
Bye.